Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and if you're new to the channel, welcome everybody. Today I'm taking a look at the Gold Dalek, which is part of the Eaglemoss Doctor Who figurine collection. This particular Dalek was first seen in the third Doctor story, Day of the Daleks. And unlike the other Daleks I already looked at, this does not have a normal issue release number. Instead, it's the bonus Dalek number 1. Not to be confused with those rare Daleks Eaglemoss also sells. Now I gotta say, I really enjoy this Dalek very much. I love the classic look, and that paint scheme is brilliant. So for the size of this particular model, just like the others so far, it's in the 1/21 scale, which comes in at about 2.76 inches tall. So everybody should know how my videos go by now. We're going to take a look at the mold, the paint, compare it to some other pieces, and then we'll conclude the video. So let's get started. So let's get this video started looking at the mold. Like in all my videos, I will go over all the major sections of the item, and then we'll get a nice close-up look to see all those fine details. So first up, for the base of the Dalek, we have a nice felt sticker with another sticker on top of it, which has our code for the number of the Dalek in the collection. Pretty cool. Moving on, we have our fender section, which is molded pretty well. I actually do like the design of that. Copyright crap on the back. Pretty cool. Next, we have our skirt section with 56 hemispheres, which are nicely done. I think that came out great. Paint's a little here or there, but remember, these are hand painted. All in all, not too bad. Next, we have our shoulder section, with some nice slots molded in there. Strip on the bottom. Take it around. Pretty nicely done. We have our boxes. Manipulator arm. Dalek gun stick, which is nicely detailed. Again, we'll get a close-up of everything in a few. Moving on up, we got our neck section, which is nicely molded. Paint could have been a tad little bit better, but on the whole, I'm pretty happy with it. And finally, we have the Dalek dome, complete with Dalek lights on the top, our eye stalk, looking amazing. All in all, very nicely done. I think this came out great. So now, let's have a closer look. And now for the close-up, we'll start looking at the bottom. We can see all the white from my backdrop on the felt. Not bad. There's a sticker. Copyright crap. Pretty nice. I like the felt on the bottom. That way you could have it on a surface and it won't scratch. Pretty nice. Now for the fender, we can see some nice mold in here with a lip. Very cool. Paint's a little sloppy there, but what are you going to do? These are hand painted. Copyright crap. Turn it around. Very basic, but it works. Now for the skirt section, we have our hemispheres. And we can see that they are half circles. Looking pretty good. Paint's a little off, but, you know, it is done by hand. But very nicely done in my opinion. Looking pretty good. Little glop right here. But for the most part, pretty good. I always love the angles of the skirt sections. Looking nice. And back to the front. Now for the front right here, we do have our boxes and centerpiece. Looking good. We have our Dalek gun arm, or gun stick if you will. Looking good. We can see some beautiful mold in there. Looking sharp. And look at that interior right there at the barrel. That's nice. Then for the manipulator arm, we have our other box right here. Nice rod for the arm. And then our little sucker here. Looking pretty good. Nice. Now for the rest of the slits, they look pretty good. You can see the two little rivets or screws holding them together. Looking very nice. And you can see how that paint just reflects all the light. Really bouncing off here good. But, you know, I like the detailing because you can see this recess right here. And on the top and in the front here. Looking pretty cool. And that little lip in the front. Nice. Now for the neck, it's very basic. Just a flat inside with a raised section for where the neck supports are. Paint could have been a lot better in the neck, but it is what it is. I'm not going to beat a dead horse about it. Now for the dome, I like the design here. There's a little angle on the sides. Looking good. The lights, they're just little curved sections. Looking pretty interesting. For the eye stalk, it connects to the dome right there. Looking good. For the eye stalk itself, nicely detailed. I think they did a decent job here. I love the blue section. Now in the show, they're like little dishes. But I guess that's too small for them to do on something like this. Now we have the eye itself, which is a little raised, as you can see right there. So that's pretty nice. So that does it for the mold. I hope I covered everything. So now let's check out the paint. And now looking at that paint on the gold Dalek, this baby features 6 different colors. First color up is, you guessed it, gold. And that's on the dome, the eye stalk, the neck, shoulders, and skirt sections. And I think on the whole, it came out pretty good. Yep, even on the gun stick. Pretty cool. Now, where it is a little sloppy, for me anyway, is right here on the slots for the neck. It doesn't really bother me, but it could have been a little better. Again, remember, these are hand painted, so, you know, what are the odds are going to be perfect? But, what are you going to do? Moving on, the next color we have is a nice matte black. And that's on the Dalek's fender. Looking pretty good. I don't see any major issues. Pretty happy with that. And then also matte black is inside of the neck. And that's pretty good. The only issue is the gold paint. So, pretty cool. Moving on, we have a glossy black for all the 56 hemispheres. And that's a little hit or miss as well. But we are zoomed in a bit. So from a distance, you're not even going to see that. But I will give it this. The paint for these hemispheres is almost like a mirror. You can see how it just reflects every single light in my room. A very good color choice. I think that came out amazing. Sure, they're a little off, but I don't know. I like it. What do you guys think at home? Let me know in the comments below. Now, that glossy black is also on the plunger tip of the manipulator arm, as well as the eye on the eye stalk. And you can see how it just reflects all that light. Love that. Now, for the next color, we have silver. And that silver is on the manipulator arm, and also the eye, which is very reflective as well. Pretty neat. Moving on, we have blue, which is on the eye stalk, and that's it. Very nicely done. I think it was a good color choice. Next, we have white, and that's just on the dome lights. Now, mine are a little off, especially on the right-hand side. But again, I'm not too upset about it. I think it looks good. Pretty neat. So that does it for the mold and the paint. So now let's compare this to some other pieces, and then we'll be done. And now for a quick size comparison with the Eaglemoss Doctor Who Collection's gold Dalek seen in the center. We have some other miniatures from the same line. First, on the right hand side, we have the Special Weapons Dalek. And then on the left hand side, we have the Supreme Dalek, which I reviewed previously. So that does it today for my review of the Eaglemoss Doctor Who Figurine Collection's Gold Dalek. Now, as we've seen, the bonus Dalek number 1 here has a beautiful mold, very simplistic, but accurate and to the point. I love it very much. Paint-wise, I love the color choices, the silver, the glossy black, that gold. I feel that everything works together, and I could see why it's a fan favorite. So I recommend this piece for anybody who's a fan of Jon Pertwee's era of Doctor Who, classic Who in general, or if you're a fan of Daleks. So that's everything I have to say about this time traveling Terra today. So if you enjoyed my review, hit that like button. And if you'd like to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody.